Horrible. Bum 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 ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I think everything's working. Alright. Yep, alright. We are good, everything looks good. So it's now time to finish freaking case 3. December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 5. Good morning, Max. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. I don't remember how to do Max. Oh yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usually sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Don't get... Oh goodness. High. Too high. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina. First. You really wanted to be first. Welcome, welcome. You just came here for the milk. Because Regina brought milk, apparently, to this party. Goodness. How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did! Mel told me that I should come and watch this. Mel said that? So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you fly at the end? I guess. It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? You really need to, like, make up your mind on who's your sweetie and your sweetie pie princess. It ain't me. Please put it over far away from me. Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Well, I would hope that a 16-year-old wouldn't have to worry about that. Admire giving an adult man milk. With no context, yeah. She gave him a carton of milk to be like, because she thinks it's a big performance, so she's like, here, have some milk, that'll calm you down. So nothing like inherently evil with that mindset. It's weird. With other contexts in mind, it's weird. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Oh, she's too high. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top in the morning to you. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal mumbo. How low can you get? Mo? Top of the morning to you, governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Ha 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 ha. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. How are you doing today, Wright? Well, I got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's usually used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got the guts to spare. Why can't they just let it go, man? I've reached him of this case at least. Yeah, we're almost done. This is the last stretch of the trial. This is the last part of the case. We're almost done. We're almost out of here. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. You don't say, Phoenix, right? It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. First Max, then Troy, and the Bat. Troy, I think you mean, it's Max, then Ben, then Bat. You're close. Oh, no, Trilo. Yeah, Trilo, Ben. I think I get what you were trying to say. But yeah, it's definitely a mess. Hey, at least Mo exists. I like Mo. I like his character. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Joy. Today we'll rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro into the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Alright, time for Francisca von Carmine. December 30th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. The blah 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 blah. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mrs. von Carmine, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. I mean, Regina's gotta grow up someday, I guess. Well, with that in mind, it will make her think probably twice about, the marriage proposal she was given. Well, actually, I had to mature that time. Yes, he did. But I think this is a way an inadvertent way for Mo to have Regina realize, yeah, maybe you should leave, go elsewhere. Do anything, rethink about these two men that, proposed to you. Stuff like that. Alright, what's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or should I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Yeah, he gets the short end of the stick. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or should I say time to walk the courtroom tightrope. They let birds in here. 3 words. Where'd that bird come from? Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus. Where were you on the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. As you can tell, I make him sound very, exhausted. I don't know why that's what I do. Hello, I'm doing good. How about you? We're finishing this case so we can get out of this freaking purgatory of these grown men and their horrible life decisions. Alright. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thwomp noise from outside the window. Then, after a few moments, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. I'm so glad I made Acro's voice not crazy. It was like, I can talk like this. This is so nice. To not have to be like, I like this like Regina. My goodness. Love the fact that you're trying to match her voice, but again, struggling when she used certain words. Well, yes, because this is my natural voice. And Regina's voice is all the way up here, like, very far up above the octaves of my normal voice. So talking like this, it's gonna crack, because, you know, if it's very far up your voice and you don't practice, it's gonna hurt. But yeah, this witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is a very little the prosecution need add. But I can do Francisca just fine. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. I just need to read. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. Foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Wow, low burn, Francisca. Yeah, Von Karma's not as bad. I just need to read. Because her voice is not that much higher than mine. It's just a little bit an accentuation of the words. Francisca, your brother, Edgeworth, stop being a jerk. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, now I gotta save because I can't press certain things or I'm going to lose lives. Jai. Because for some reason this case had to have those. Resting my bed. Around that time I heard a large thwomp noise from outside the window. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? That was indeed. Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. Time to start the relentless savings. Yep. Saving over and over again. Let me look at the court record before I start deciding to push buttons willy-nilly. I'm assuming nothing wrong. What's the matter? What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Till I find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Yes, because she'll kill me. Then a few minutes later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Chameleon. I only saw him from behind, but that's what he looked like. Let's see. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So, with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety light lights things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there's only enough light for me to see the silhouette of outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. I love that I'm used to saying Maximilian. So it's like, when they say Max, it's like, whoops. The more I press him, the less results I see to get. Bro, she just waited for you to mess up to keep. Yes, she's waiting. There's something fishy with this last bit of testimony. I don't know about that. Monkey. What does it say? I saw something say 10 p.m. Cause what furnished trauma to the head. Let's just keep looking. Before I try to contradict, because like I said, Francisca is not. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Loud throat noise. Just after 10 p.m., I was resting in my bed. Because it says time of death 10:15 p.m. Let me press this. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there's our safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I think that answers your question. I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow. The witness will proceed with his testimony. Around that time I heard a large storm. So I don't think it's that one because I can't contradict. Large thump noise. I guess we gotta try. Or nothing's gonna change. There's a contradiction. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Okay. If there's a contradiction, then prove... Goodness. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with the evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Probably not. I know it's not right. Alright. So, based on these statements, that a few minutes later saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galacta. I saw him from my bed. That's who it looked like it was. Guess we'll see what this says. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? It's not important. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's testimony. Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Ow! Objection. Substain. Don't substain that. Well, he doesn't want to suffer pain, just like I don't want to. Acro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick. It's after 10 p.m. I love that I don't know around that time. Well, does he have sparkles? That is a very random question to me. I'm like, huh. Let me see. No, there's no sparkles. What's in this photo? That's the only thing that I'm seeing is just giant sparkles in my eyeballs. The light in your room was turned off then, right? Okay, we read this. Alas, there's NFC, a silhouette. Oh my goodness, everything. Around his body, I'm convinced. I don't even know where to begin. with this freaking testimony. Ace Attorney Justice. Case 3. Because I am genuinely like, huh? Where do you even begin? Alright, I need... go this way, scroll... Are we in trial part 1 or trial part 2? I'm trial part 2. Part 3? Yeah. Okay, I'm kind of like, there's nothing leading me to anywhere. We did that. So trial, part 4, trial 1. Okay, there we go. What the frick am I supposed to do? I'm not the one playing, but I also feel like we're stuck. This bit is thick as a wall. Yes, he is. First statement. Hang on. First statement, let me see. First statement, let me go back. So this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it is this statement. Press. Clearly see human fly. Oh, the safety light's lit enough for me to see, but honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my house. My room. The person's blood. If it was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any other symbols? At least all the silk hat. Oh, him saying he says the silk hat, but how could he see it if it's just the shadow? I think that's what that. Okay. Because yes, it told me what it is. Okay. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with the evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of the contradiction? Apparently, it's this. You claim to have seen this exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by the window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. Oh yeah, it stuck on his it fell off his head! It was left in the snow! Oh, that makes so much sense! Well, that's so obvious. Okay, epiphany time. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed that the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Yeah, it's fine. It's been a second. I'm like, oh yeah, it was in the snow. Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind hat. One-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. You said little flip-flops. Order. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What will cause this witness to commit perjury in this court? Is a grudge against Max. He was dreaming. He saw the real culprit. Yes, technically? He has a grudge against Max. Well, maybe not Max. Real culprit. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, you're accusing him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at the audience hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to woo the crowd with smokes and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. It's calm enough for it to almost be scary. True, but some people have a poker face. Ow. 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 Ow, ow. 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 Why are you doing this? He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder, of all things. See, even a silver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Just because he's in a wheelchair doesn't mean he can't commit murder. That's being assuming things, Francisca. Shame on you. Don't underestimate people. People do some things. She's right, way to pick on the disabled, you heartless man. Phoenix is a poopy head. Of all the things. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. No, now me feel bad. Why do you feel bad? He's fine. You will see. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got the doctor's note to confirm that Acker was unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acker had an accomplice. He did. He actually did. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acker have an accomplice? Of course he did. It's possible for Acker to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then this is natural for one to consider the possible accomplices. I guess you don't put it. Really, you're gonna make me fine. Acker is the real culprit. Okay, blah 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 blah. I didn't know if you consider it an accomplice. Fine, if you don't, whatever. Freaking game. Freaking speed. We're speed. Alright. I just wondered, does she get a new one of these for every court trial? Or does she have that many? Okay. Made the defense, blah blah. Of course he didn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of this mysterious accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? Totally, first time. You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbing about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acker planned and committed this murder all by himself. Woo! Order, order. What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. I'm going to have to prove what all fits together. I have to show how Acker murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright. Let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acker's room? Pretty simple, huh? Acker wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Echo didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? Goodness, it's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Thanks, buddy. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he's in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. I'm about to have had to reset my counter. What did I miss? We accused Acro of being the killer, and we said that he committed the murder from his room because he couldn't leave by himself because there's no ramp or anything, ramp or elevator for him to get down to the main floor, and they're saying it's impossible. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? He saw something. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I absolutely couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... I'm toast. I know, Maya. That's why I'm saving. She's right. I can't mess up here. I gotta give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Akko killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Present evidence. Hello, welcome. You just came just in time. We're accusing a witness of committing the crime. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingley use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry? The title says cased was then intentional. Whoops! Cased. Close. Yeah. That was an accident. Case closed. It's fine. I'll fix it right now. There we go. It's fixed now. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoops. Alright. Alright, so... present. Don't kill me. What? I think you should try again, especially before someone gets the chance to say something. That's why it's a very funny title anyways. It happened. I guess I got it wrong. I was like, okay, messed up. He did it while he was in the room, no doubt about it. Never enlighten us as having committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Okay, let's see what this does. I think we finally graced with an explanation. Don't push it, Von Carmen. What? You aren't gonna suck me in this time. I'm smart enough to know when I don't have the cards to play and my hand sucks right now. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? He means that everything he said up to now has all been nonsense. It's true, right? If you can't establish proof of your murder theory, then it's nonsense. He's trying to fool us by playing some misdirection game. Okay, so I was correct. Did I grab the wrong thing? Because I'm like, you have to present evidence. There's nothing like... Like, what do you want from me? Okay, that one works. Okay. What's that, a picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in this picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it's also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. It sounds so stupid. Oh, I love it. Order. So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro's an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? They definitely knew what they were doing. Yes, they did. Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. You can't run away from things this time. Ow! I'd watch what I'd say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. And they did right. Oh boy. I demand that we get a proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Long karma? She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There is absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Well, one, you kind of tread the line very close, right? In some of these instances, like too close for comfort. And two, she's got the weapon. What do you want him to do? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Yes, thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. Well, true, because she's trying to get sympathy from the frickin' peanut gallery. To be like, look at the evil defense attorney being mean. Acro's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. Look, Nick, she's the alpha here for now anyways. Yeah, she is. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Thus, it would have been unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Wow. I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself far out enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? Couldn't, but I think money can. Yeah, as in the monkey. Yeah. You're thinking on the right course, I will say that. I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. You're simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Coming from you? You're 18. Sit down. Girl, I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Alright, time to deal with this. Now I gotta save, because then the court is gonna be up my butt if I step too close to the sun. Suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have stronger bodies, legs are injured after I lift the best looking out the window would have been possible. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Still haven't got much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out of the window. Okay. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. I want to see, what do I even have for things? I'm assuming I have to get a freaking extra stuff in a sec. From a certain magician. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves are severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation, but it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you for another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see it out below the window. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accepted that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out the window? Thus, there's no way that I would have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you got a point. Hey, Nick! Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow that Echo knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Thus it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust of him, don't you think? I have evidence, allegedly, to make this happen? Broken thing, that's not helpful. Leon's not helpful in this. Time of death. Huh. How do we, in good conscience, because I'm assuming that's the thing. I just need to know what to do. If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there is no way that I could have landed a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Echo is strong enough to lift the bust. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster? That's the ticket, Nick. Show them what you got. I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool. I mean, he looks like he can to birds and birds would have told him. He's Snow White. Maybe. But maybe we overlooked something. Well, it's this statement, is my guess. Now I have to figure out where the frick what thing proves I don't think monkey in this instance. Hunched over, it boasts a small but strong walk. What is this? Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging Plaza. Well, this doesn't... Yeah, if talking with the spirits is possible here, then it's totally fair to be able to talk to birds. True, but I don't think he's an acrobat, not a animal tamer. I'd be more likely to believe that Regina could talk to birds than Acro does. Oh, I don't know, we'll try monkey. Nope. It's not the monkey. Okay. Yes, I have a guy that I'm looking at because I'm like, so it's these last two statements. Then what is it? My brain is not braining. Apparently, it's this. Apparently. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, didn't you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I might add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes, hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. Is you're saying that he... So you're going to make the leap in logic to me that I was apparently supposed to think that this guy is trying to open a box? So you learned it? I barely got here, so I can't use my... any basic detective skills right now, I'm sorry. It's fine. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? I thought he brought it with him. Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. Okay, so we just got that. You have that assumption because I had no idea. But I guess Max would have said something that the ringmaster was holding a box. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the moment that the ringmaster lifted up this one box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean... If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there'd be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No. We're getting there. Order. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. I guess that one just felt like a lot of leap in logic. But yeah, besides a long leap in logic, I guess this whole case is a large leap in logic. But hey! What's new? Now we gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go on from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dangling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ow. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. Then why was the box so specially made? Specially made. Indeed. It had the most particular feature. The contents of the box. If you recall what was inside the one box, there was only a small bottle of pepper, wasn't there? Get on with it. Well... What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? I don't see any relationship between the location of his head and the box's contents. I think I might have outthought myself. No, Nick, you didn't think enough. Mr. Wright, do you still maintain the box as some special feature? Indeed. It had the most particular feature. The weight of the box. The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box is also carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. progress. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? Probably not. I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this one box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could have never done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Oh, that means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? I think you guys know the answer to that question. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright explained that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ugh. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, you definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Correct, you got it correct. Yep, alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Money! A monkey? Yes, it is a monkey. Good job, Judge. I'm very proud of you. Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bus? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it all on his own, and then brought it back home. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bus was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Gum! Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Well, doesn't that tell you everything, doesn't it? Sorry, drinking tea. Order, I said order! Best on karma. Where is the bus in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon. Wait! Then you mean this bus was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Oh, that's real loud. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Hang on, like once. Okay, everything is happening. Moron? They love caps in this case. Mr. Wright's argument was so singular, so I'm a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix, right? What is that? I'm assuming motive? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Oh! There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn the trial around. Bum. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Barry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? You saw Max's Ow! I asked who the other person Mo saw on the scene. The evidence has nothing to do with the question. Yes, it does. Thank you very much. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he didn't actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. Bingo! How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw was that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. Now he could have just dressed up the bust with the cloak and still had like the upper body of it. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly how it happened. It would have been easy to hang one of the cards and it would be easy to hang one off the cards in the bust's hands. Idiot! Who in the right mind would put a cloak on a bust? Doesn't matter who put it on the... It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? The question is of the utmost importance, don't you agree? Dang this delay. It's okay. I saw it. Don't worry, I saw it. You got it right. Oh, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? I'm assuming it was him. I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear the cloak the entire time he was at Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Is it, Max? I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well, furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene. I'm sorry. I don't know. I was like, oh, maybe Max decided it. I don't know. I have, like, infinite options. I don't think it was the monkey. That would seem like a dumb decision. That doesn't make sense. I don't think Regina would do that. And it's not Acro, and it's not Max. So I have different options. Woohoo! Is it Regina? Really? Fool him? You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Barry? That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust. Placed the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on any of this? No. This guide is helping really good because I'm like, we're limiting our options, I would end up at one point. I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room, and he went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house. But none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At that very instant that the bust hit the victim, there you go. There you go. You just wait a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The freaking coincidence is beautiful. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. What? It's so dumb. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Moving in one place for a second. Yep. Of course he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with a cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window. So he just pulled the bust up. Dude, so scary. It's so dumb, I love it. And that is how the magical murder disappeared into the sky came to be. Anyone have anything to say? So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. What do you have to say for yourself? Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. Sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. I love that this is... She's not even denying. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. Just explain how there can only be one possible murder method, but there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get us out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. I don't know, to be honest with you. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Best. Okay. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of those contradictions. You fool! Do you ever shut up? Nope, because I'm on a roll. Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There was only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. So there can be 2 hats. Makes sense if you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court. He said that he witnessed the white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instance when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? They attached. Right here, so you can't see them. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. You could have just said hit him by the bust. That's a weird way to say it. Order! Order! Doing good. Doing good. We're almost there. This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. I wouldn't say so soon. You cursed us, Maya. Why'd you do that? And Acro. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? This is going too smoothly for its own gut right now. You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible dip of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Well, I can explain that easily. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Purposefully, yes. But that's the key point. Purposefully. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Aqua's story. And about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubt that Acros deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. Seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I feel this is a good place to take a break. We'll listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. We're almost done. We're almost done. Got the last half of the trial. This also could have been an accident. This is all I have to say. That's all I can tell you until you find out. Because then it spoils. December 30th, 2:17 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. I can't believe it, Acro. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and I think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Him. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. But, I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Cough. Hey, pal! You gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence? You're really gonna build up my suspense that much? Yes, I am. Because it's very important. It's very important. It is an integral piece of the final half of this trial. So it's important to keep that suspense. Because obviously I know what's going on. But if you don't know, it makes more sense to wait till everything goes together and you go, oh, that makes sense. Detective Gumshoe. Oh, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Ho. Well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Smart move, well played. Yep, and I've included the forensics results. Take a look at it later. Thank you, Gumshoe. You're a sweetheart. We love you immensely because you're so helpful. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up to now has gone according to our plan. I don't know. Miss Von Karma doesn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me. I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. Whee! What did he mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It's all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, and one more thing. Don't scare me like that. Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. Why is there so much milk? What is going on? The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk for me? What the frick? Who ordered that much milk? December 30th, 2:27 p.m. District Court Courtroom number 2. I almost said defendant lobby. Ugh. Alright. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have committed this crime. Would have to commit this crime. Goodness. Why is English so difficult? What is even happening? I don't know. I'm assuming friggin' 2 people from the circus gave him milk. And then he's got a whole cart's worth of milk. So maybe he came from a dairy farm. Because he's from the countryside, so maybe it's milk from his parents? Maybe? Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor? Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Hope. About the ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Bristleberry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
You're such a thoughtful young man. As you've heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Echo would kill the man he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Yes, there is. Excuse you, Judge. I need the cross-examination. It is by the law. Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Of course I'll cross-examine. The defense has the right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Coming from you is a little bit funny. Miss Francisca von Kalma. Very well, you may cross-examine the witness. Well, the ringmaster. But yeah, if you have any other questions about this case, I can try to answer it. As long as it's not anything about the spoiling. We're abandoned by our parents. By the way, after this game is finished, will you move on to Trials and Tribulations? Yep. Because I think that's the next thing in the package. Because I got the 3-pack Trilogy. So what is in this? Tell me what this is so I can tell what's going on. No. Shush. I'm trying to see what is in this frickin' bundle. Play 4 times, span the first 3 games in this gorgeous collection. Why are you like this game? Can't find it. The assumption is yes. Let me go to the... I saved, so we're fine. New game. Yeah, Trials and Tribulations are after this, because this game came with a set, so we have the 3 games all together. So yeah. Trials and Tribulations will be next, which is the one I know the most about. Well, I know most of this one. I know about these 3 games the most, I would say. Some of the other ones not as much. Yes, my brother Sean and I. Sean. Ugh. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Well, so they have a 4-year age difference. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we are better about what happened to us. Because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ow! Sniffle. No crying in court. Let's keep going. Well, Francisca. Rude. Sniffle. The witness may proceed with his testimony. That's when the ringmaster of Berry Big Circus took us in. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a brother all rolled up in one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about the other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come to see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I always think of what I could do to help.
Wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes it so difficult. Makes this so difficult. So then, how long have you been a performer? I became an acrobat around 9 years old. You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age?
I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in the incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name.
I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar.
The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
You are truly a remarkable young man. He just keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father.
I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow. How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. What the frick? That was weird. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Miss... Your Honor.
Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with him.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it's pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
Yes?
Of course I can. Now that I've come this far, there's no way I could answer no, I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good. Very well then, please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster. Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Acro killed the ringmaster? That is correct. I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? Apparently nothing. Are we gonna go with Leon? Is that what it is? Is that how we're gonna go with this plotline? Let me just go over this one more time. Okay, it's not...
What do you want from me?
I'm like, there's no way I can say no.
But what else is there?
Okay, this trial sucks. What do I need to do? Okay, so I have to say no. Okay. Freaking great. This game and its weird logic. I can't provide one.
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start, was it? Was it really? Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Yeah, that is true. Your foolish attempt to fool us like foolishly... Oh goodness. She likes foolish and fool. Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so full-heartedly foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russellberry Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro? You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you say? That sounded French. What did you say? I don't know why. I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Yep. Order, order. Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acker was trying to kill someone else? Yes. Dun da da da! Regina Berry? By the way, I want you to think of this in mind. Oh yeah, so it was an accident, and I'm guessing his main target is Regina. Obviously, yes, we had the delay, but yes. But think about this. A 26-year-old, and the person he wanted to get rid of. Think about this. I want this to be thought about. Like, really closely. Do you see what's wrong with this picture? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro? You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. You could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough. Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ow. The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now. I want to know why Acker would want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acker was out to kill this young girl. Okay, now I can present this. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically titled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. Sorry, I needed to get water. Russell Berry. Sorry. Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acker did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. This game. Holy. Order. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. A game theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw that note. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible. Why do you say it like that, Judge? Remember the testimony that Acker gave us earlier today. Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted the kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acker had no idea who it was that arrived at the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of the window to see who it actually was. I got it. Acker thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly. Yep. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is. Fortunately, it's only gonna get harsher from here. Hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina? Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have the conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if that note was meant for Regina Barry, it would mean that. This note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer. You don't get it. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. I feel bad for the ringmaster, I'm gonna be honest. In place of his lovely daughter, because he cared about her a lot. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this court what really happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Just let me talk. Everything in this case has started okay. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? And no, I certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is gonna think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... is it this? Achoo, 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 achoo. Achoo, achoo. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. Okay, I was right. Woo! What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Barry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. I guess you guys could take a guess why the pepper is conclusive evidence of Regina's alleged crime. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix, right, then answer this question. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim? Who was this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bet has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro feels that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Miss Regina Barry is a animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. True. I'm proud of you, Francisca. For once, you're not accusing someone. That's a rarity. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It is. I just don't know what statement to say. I suppose it was truly an accident. It's essential that a man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. It's impossible to prove Barry's involvement in the murder attempt, isn't it? Ha! Instigating a lion to attack. Who has ever heard of something like that? And to think that the defense claimed that this was conclusive evidence. Ugh. A small bottle of pepper. A lion. What's their connection? Ah! He had the epiphany that I did. What's the matter, Nick? I figured it out. Wow, it was right in front of my nose the entire time. Your Honor, wait. What is it? The lion-biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. There is no way that Regina would incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. That's just a scarf. Acro? This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? I think that's Hank's, your answer. That's right. And who's the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina. There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. 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 Have you put the pieces together now? That is what is the thing. So yeah, there you go. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Barry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Seems like the judge doesn't get it. But Francesca does. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed, and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Yep. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. Leon was sneezing. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. And it's sad. He sneezed because of all that pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! So yeah, that's what happened. And it's sad. Two sad things after another. You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? Yes. Do you intend to say that this is how... You intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident really happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. Ha. It almost does seems like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there was someone who treats this incident with respect it deserves. Are you telling me that that what I said was true?
Acro?
You can't mean witness? Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright, fortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that problem be?
The same problem that's always been evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on the top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim?
You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon? The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust.
Nick, you gotta do something!
We'll do it in we'll get this done. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Request to search Acro's room. The defense requests to search the room of witness Ken Dingling. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must have known the meaning of von Karma total justice. You mean... She searched the entire frickin' room. A von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. True, because I think Francisca is a lot of things, but if she had that, she would be accusing Acro of a crime. Because she's like her older brother Edgeworth. Yeah, they're not biologically related, but they're like brother and sister, at least in my eyes. So if Edgeworth would not do it, she's not going to. Because she's not really like her dad. Maybe like stubbornness she got from her dad, but she's more like Edgeworth than anything. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all of this.
Ha 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 ha. Looks like you like the final nail to put into my coffin.
Thanks, buddy. But what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
Ugh.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where is it now?
Where is the bust right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where the bust is? I'm sure you do.
What does that mean? There's not even a single clue. How could I possibly know where it is? The bust is... Seems this case has come to a close. The defense counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Ugh.
Terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. Hold it! Who is it? Is it who I think it is?
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its lace? I mean, case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue.
Huh? What? We need time to do what? Ow. Why are you the most surprised here? She's your aide, isn't she? Comedy. Top class. Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? Well, you're the attorney, are you not? Buddy? Pal?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck.
Hey, wait, you can't be serious.
Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Hagrid lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well, the defense may proceed.
He doesn't have a clue. I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
Walking the tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The motor weapon. Where is Max's bust now? I'm assuming it's... I think I know where it is. It's obvious the bus is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once and for all. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but would you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Well, you are the big guy. A big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it is really easy to say, hide a bust under there?
Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proves inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it, in the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap?
Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
There you go. The end. You fool! How could you? She's gonna break that desk. I have to pay for a new one.
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them.
Two of them?
Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know it to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. Now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you got me. Well done, Mr. Phoenix, right? Well done, Miss Von Karma.
All makes sense now.
I can't believe that Miss Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
You're giving her a little too much credit. Why do you think she's angry? You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know, I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me. Make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro.
Yes, Your Honor?
Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her.
One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way.
And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper.
I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? Guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes that so purely. That she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. Just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
No, he doesn't deserve it. It was an accident. Yeah, that's why this case is very tough. Besides a certain thing happening, like, obviously, besides the ridiculousness of the love triangle, or love square, I guess, it was an accident. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So you're saying that you were a victim in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh.
I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. First I thought I'd kill myself, and then I pondered giving myself up. But couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty! We won! Whee! Yeah, it is sad. Trust me, it is sad. I cannot deny. But he did kill someone. And you can't be lenient about something like that. Obviously, it would not be he planned for that particular, so that's a whole complicated mess. This court is adjourned. December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the ringmaster, and Regina, and bad. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only, at max, 1 million of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
Well, she's been like this for a while now. Well, it's all my fault. Sweetie pie. Bad and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina?
Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end. I'm just gonna keep up and leave you.
Does he mean that Acro? Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure? Can I believe that? Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? I want to know you're not just making that stuff up about Acro not wanting revenge. Can I have the thing, please?
What is the thing? I don't know. Okay, I was gonna say, it's this. Alright. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. Bat! I can't.
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... Uh-huh. I know.
What?
I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes, and then he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
That's the big question. Our ringmaster was revealed was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster.
Yay, Mo!
I'm happy for Mo.
It's a sad thing, but I'm happy for Mo.
I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus the world has ever seen?
Don't laugh.
That's quite the goal.
Yay, I can't wait.
Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. Yeah, Mo gets promoted. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max.
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? What do you think I brought you to court today? We got to work together to make the Big Berry Circus bigger than it ever was. No.
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry.
Max. Nick.
Seems like everything is going to turn out all right here.
Can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats.
I am not doing that many ha-has. My throat would actually die. I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off like you said, sir. It would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. Packer really was the killer. I thought this was the only way it would end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Hello, friend. Of course. Well detected, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Agro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I've been waiting for you, Mr. Edgewood. Hey, buddy. Episode 3. Turnabout, Big Top.
Whee! We did it!
Turnabout, Big Top complete. Yep, Edgeworth is here. Brand new episode has been added. Farewell, my turnabout. The final case in this game. Well, we're gonna play a little longer, don't worry. I just think it's funny we finished exactly at 2 hours. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of heroes? Oh, it's this kid. Will it be last year's runner-up, Jamming Ninja? Or maybe captain all the way from something? I see the students of a certain star school are raring to win, and global hero Unpleasant doesn't want to go home without the prize. We hope Lady Luck is with all our heroes tonight. And now, the winner of the third annual Hero of Heroes Grand Prix is me. Whoa, the true hero of the night has appeared in our midst. Hero of Heroes Superhero. Looks like this year Grand Prix goes to this fantastic warrior. The Nickel Samurai. Too bad, Jamming Ninja. Looks like the title eluded you again this year. Where am I, and where have I gone? We went from the circus to superheroes. March 20th, 7:42 p.m. Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Oh, we're back here. All right. Yes, did you hear that, Nick? Did you? The Nickel Samurai, he did it. Epic as the moon slowly slides opens in 2 frames per second. Yep. Yeah, he sure did. I'm getting too old for this. How did I do? I'm proud of this guy for doing this series justice.
So the person where everyone was cheering for? I guess he got the prize? Yeah? Goodness. You know who we're talking about, right, Pearly? The Nickel Samurai. No. Every Sunday I only watch the educational channel, Kids Masterpiece Theater. Okay, that's it. From now on, it's the Nickel Samurai. All the kids watch it. Do you like the Nickel Samurai too, Mr. Nick? Nah, Nick's an old fart, so he's not allowed to watch it anymore. Excuse you? That was rude. That's right, but I do like Kids Masterpiece Theater. Hey, I didn't know you were so young at heart, Nick. Mr. Nick, you're a grown-up. You're not allowed to watch it anymore. You're supposed to act with your age and have interests that match. It's very important. Aw, give it a rest, Pearly.
Looks like I made the right choice in inviting everyone here. I'm glad you're all having a good time.
It's like a dream.
Damn, my sister. Yes, she is. I think she has learned that she can, like, poke the bear that is Phoenix Wright just a little bit. Too bad for the Jamming Ninja, though. Last year he lost to the Pink Princess, warrior of little old Tokyo. I thought this might be his year.
Yeah. Oh, hey, did anyone else think that the Jamming Ninja looked a little bit different today? Different? What do you mean? Well, he wasn't carrying his bright red guitar.
Hey, you're right. Strange he'd walk around without his signature guitar. I will never understand these people and their shows. Anyway, Mr. Powers, thank you very much for tonight. Oh, it was nothing. I owe you one, so it's my way of saying thanks.
Hey, Nick, come on. It's time to get going to the lobby. There's a post-ceremony stage that's supposed to start real soon.
And then I heard there was going to be a press conference after that. Press conference? Is he going to make a speech about winning this year's prize? Well, not exactly. Something about the Nickel Samurai confessing something. Confessing? Sounds pretty serious.
Nick, come on. You don't want to be the last ones there, do you? Yeah, Nick. Mr. Nick, do you?
Why me? The show doesn't even start for another 20 minutes. Hang on. Okay. Willpowers. Thank you very much for inviting us today. Oh, it was nothing really. Guys like us don't get to come to places like this often, so I thought I'd invite you all. My and Pro share the same vibe. Well, it makes sense, they're cousins. I would hope so. And behavior.
Hey, Mr. Powers, what have you been up to lately?
Well, since the Pink Princess successfully wrapped up last month, I've been on a kids' exercise show while wearing a rabbit mask over my face.
Oh, I see.
I'm still really sorry about all the headache I caused you that time, Mr. Wright. Oh well, what's done is done, so let's forget about it. This is Will Powers. He's an action star. His popularity exploded when he was the Steel Samurai, and he was the first case Maya worked on with me.
It's too bad you look scary, or people know you're a real softie who's good with kids.
Thanks. The Nickel Samurai. Can't believe they're going to make a movie based on the Nickel Samurai.
I can't believe it either, but for a different reason.
The Steel Samurai, an epic story of one hero in a desperate fight against his arch nemesis, the evil magistrate, in the city of Neo-Old Tokyo. And last year, they started a new series, The Nickel Samurai. The new series seemed to be a hit with the kids, too. I'm really attached to the Steel Samurai as a show, so I was hoping that maybe I'd get the chance to do something in this new one. Man, Maya really gave him a kid's comment. Yes, he did. Yes, she did.
Yeah, it's too bad. It would have been awesome to see with the new actor, Matt Engard. He's really popular right now. Mr. Engard?
Looks like Pearl doesn't know who he is.
This year was going to be the Nickel Samurai versus the Jamming Ninja at the box office.
Jamming Ninja? Who was that again? The Jamming Ninja. So who's this Jamming Ninja again?
He's a hero, duh. He's the symbol. His symbol is the bright red guitar he's always wearing.
Ninja who's always carrying around a bright red guitar? How does that even work?
With a scarf around his neck and a guitar in hand, he rises to stardom in an ancient time.
A ninja becomes a star?
Yeah, a ninja who becomes a star.
There is a strong rivalry between the two of them. Global Studios, Steel Samurai, Nickel Samurai, and Worldwide Studios Jam and Ninja. They even air at the same time.
You know what I heard? I heard those two don't get along at all. The Nickel Samurai's Engard, the guy who plays the Jamming Ninja, I mean.
The Nickel Samurai speaks French? Oh, you mean Matt Engard, the actor. I guess even the world of heroes isn't a sparkling, happy place. Yeah. Alright. To the hallway. Lots of flowers. Gatewater Hotel hallway. Wow, what is with this place? It looks like I've stumbled into Oz or something. Way in the back, there's a sign for the bathroom. Maybe I should visit it while I can before the show starts. Is this another case? Is the circus case over? Yes, it is. We are free. We are on to Farewell My Turnabout, the last one. I can understand flowers in front of the dressing rooms, but what are stuffed bears doing here? Could it be that there's an action character with a soft spot for teddy bears? Nah, can't be. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says, Juan Cordia's room. Juan Cordia. Juan. Goodness. His name just sounds like a star's name. I've heard it before, but I don't know anything about him at all. But yeah, this one will probably be less ridiculous as the circus case. Hopefully. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Matt Engard's room. Matt Engard. I've heard that name before. Oh, yeah. Maya's always yamming about him like the obsessed fan she is. Okay, bathroom time. There are toilets in each room in this hotel. What's going on this one, or the investigation hasn't even started yet? We haven't even started. This is just the beginning part. So, I guess context. Will Powers, from a previous case that we helped, who was a defendant previously, he invited us to a Hero of the Heroes showcase, which is these different kids superheroes are put up on the stand to compete against each other, and one of them wins a prize. And the Nickel Samurai won. So now we're in the backstage right now because we're heading to a certain place because the Nickel Samurai who won, or the jamming, somebody's confessing something. They didn't say what, but just confess. And I guess Phoenix needs to go to the bathroom. I guess. There are hotels in each room in this hotel, but since all sorts of events are held here, there are bathrooms for people who aren't staying here to use as well. Perfect for people like me, who can't afford to stay here in the first place. I thought you had to go to the bathroom. Compared to the flowers on the other side of the hall, these are much more gorgeous. Let's see, record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family. Carrying all these flowers home would be hard, I think. What am I supposed to do? Oh, sounds like the post-ceremony show is about to start.
Alright, I'm so pumped. Wonder if he's going to show off his special move today. Nickel Samurai Smelting.
Actually, what I'm interested in most is the press conference.
You mean the big confession? You mean the big confession that Nickel Samurai is going to make after the show? So what is it? Do you know what it is, Mr. Powers?
Well, I'm not the Steel Samurai anymore, so I don't have any idea. Sorry. Oh, so I guess you're all going to the press conference then?
Yeah, of course.
If that's the case, then here, take these tickets so you can get in.
Nick is a top lawyer and can't afford a hotel room. The economy in that universe is screwed. Yeah. But who knows? He's probably goes out to eat all the time because Maya likes to eat at a burger place, so who knows? And who knows what the frickin' rent is? Because I think they're in California, so who knows how high that rent is? Press conference ticket. Looks like the Steel Samurai is to confess something after the post-ceremony stage show. Thank you very much. Well, let's get going to the lobby.
Looks like it's over there, Mr. Nick. Okay, for great justice.
Okay, now we can move. Hotel lobby. Lobby of the hotel. Only a really gaudy hotel would have such a large, gaudy lobby to match. The whole money of the agency goes to Maya. Probably. Except for the rent.
I think they're going to have the post-ceremony show over there.
Good for her for finally getting paid. Yeah. They're using a compact stage, I see.
Oh, I'm ready to use my special samurai power.
Maya looks like she's ready to start a fight.
Your attention, please. Your attention, please. The Nickel Samurai post-ceremony stage show will not be held tonight due to unforeseen circumstances.
What? Why?
Ow. You didn't have to pinch me. Pinch yourself if you don't believe it.
We are asking for everyone's cooperation at this time, so please stay where you are. This is a special request from the police.
Police? Did they just say the police?
Do you want me to go check out what's going on?
Wait, I'll come with you.
Freeze!
You two, did you hear the announcement just now? It just finished telling you not to move.
That voice, I've heard that voice somewhere before.
Wait. There she is.
Honestly, these youth these days can't be bothered to listen to other people when they talk.
For cousins, Maya and Pearl seem like their blood relation in every way possible. Yep, can you take a guess who this is? This is a character we have met before, but I don't know if you guys know who this is. This character, the person under this helmet, is from the first game. So I just wonder if you have any guesses or know who this is. Because I know. Maybe their clan has a very small gene pool. I don't know much of genetics. It's not Gumshoe. You don't see pal being said. So it can't be Gumshoe, because he would say, "What's going on, pal?" But good guess, though. Alright. Well, I can't. Edgeworth? Nope. He will show up, but this isn't him. Are you ready? Just the other day, it was the same thing. And beware bridge out, and some schnago kids up the bridge. I tried to tell the boy the bridge was out, it's dangerous, but listen, no, of course not. He's be careful on the walk-in, since the bridge out part was dangerous. I'm not kidding you here. I really mean it. Well, I really let him have it, and then knock him clear off the bridge. Honestly, kids these days don't know right from wrong, I tell you. This non-stop chatter. It can't be. Miss Oldback? What is it, you young whippersnappers? Do I know you? Ta-da! Edgeworth's worst nightmare has entered the building. Oh. Yeah, this is Miss Oldback. Oh, it's so funny. Wait, you're Powers, aren't you? Yeah, about what happened back then? You didn't even get nominated this year, did you? Yep. Oh, right, you're doing that children's exercise program, trying to play nice. Yep, her. Edgeworth's worst nightmare has come to haunt him again. I think he's gonna go back and disappear for a while after he sees her. Oh, yeah, that's me. Thankfully, I still have a job. I love that show, and you're a hoot. You're the Big Brother character, right? You even with the mask face. I know you're the James Sharp, but how it is, you know? I mean, you didn't wear the mask, you know? How many TVs you break? Really a shame, you. They're really getting what they deserve. Really thought you shouldn't be anywhere. What are you doing here? Remember her from the first game? I didn't finish her case. Yep. She's from the same case that Powers came from. That's where she was introduced. And when Edgeworth met a woman that he doesn't know how to deal with. And ran away. Well, he didn't run away, but she's someone who sent flowers and merchandise and different things to Edgeworth's office. So yeah. Look at my uniform and tell me you can't remember I'm a member of security. But that outfit. Annoying, noisy brats get the blaster. I know absolutely nothing about her. Never played the first game. So context. I guess I can give you context if you haven't. So willpower. So simple thing as possible. I think it's the second or third case. Will Powers was a client of ours because he was accused of killing his co-worker who played the villain in the kid show that he was in. When actually it was the producer. Producer. Or the producer, director of the Steel Samurai, who actually murdered his co-worker. And Miss Oldbag, the person behind me right now, she was security. She was the only security guard that they had. So that's where she came from. That's why she's related to that case. Just to give that in mind, because it's good to have context. Because if you don't have context, then you're like, who is this woman? Why is she important? Why is this surprising? Yep. Miss Wendy Oldback. Miss Oldback, what are you doing here? What happened to your position at Global Studios? Oh, that old place? Well, since that incident, they've been letting people go. When they cut the security team, I got the pink slip.
What incident? What did you do?
I didn't do anything, you youngin'. Don't you remember that incident a year ago? When this lady got on the witness stand and testified?
Yeah.
And were you the one who was bullying me? This fragile girl at heart?
I played the fifth.
But you know what? I think maybe I rubbed the upper management the wrong way by testifying. Yes, that has to be it. Everything is all your fault.
Me?
I thought about being a bodyguard at first after being handed old Pinky.
You? A bodyguard?
Well, your friend, that fiery, good-looking guy with the red jacket and the ruffles.
I told you. Edgeworth's worst nightmare. By the way, she is married, or her significant other has passed away, but she's got a wedding ring.
Mr. Edgeworth?
But
that sort of arrangement would be entirely too troublesome for me.
that's what he said to me. What did I ever do to deserve that?
Do you blame him? I don't blame him.
So did something happen?
I don't have all the details, but it looks like another one of those incidents happened again.
An incident?
Like
Like a murder of some kind?
maybe, you see, I'm a bit of a devilish woman. So whenever I go, showers of blood are trying to flow. Bet you didn't know that.
Then shouldn't you quit being a security guard, at least for other people's sake?
Silence, whippersnappers.
No, Edward has every right to do so. Yep. That's why I'm like, Edward's like, nope. He would never get work done.
Hey, Nick.
What is it? I don't like that devilish smile playing on your lips.
Let's make it like we're going to the bathroom and check things out.
No way, the police told us not to go anywhere, remember?
Huh? How boring. You're such a boring guy. You got no motivation, no spirit.
Huh? What? What's going on? Are you giving Mystic Maya trouble again, Mr. Nick?
Not you too, Pearls. Please don't stick your little nose into this one.
So listen to this, Pearly. This one time at lawyer camp, Nick.
Okay, I get it. Let's go take a look.
Yay! I knew you couldn't say no to me, Nick.
That's right. You'd walk over miles of hot coals for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you, Mr. Nick?
That would be every time we work a case together.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go already. You can come along too, Pearly.
Goody, I get to come.
We need to run away from Miss Olbeck before she kills me. No, Pearl. It's just that a man and a woman going to the bathroom doesn't sound right. Yeah. There's nothing really out of the ordinary here.
Are we really looking for an incident that old lady was talking about?
Doesn't look like it happened here. Well, you better go look somewhere else.
All right, then. Let's try.
Excuse me.
Nick.
Oh, it's the different guy. Are you by chance Miss Maya Fey?
Yeah, that's me.
You have a phone call waiting for you at the front desk.
A phone call? I wonder if it's someone from Korean Village.
What's wrong, Mystic Maya?
Oh, nothing. You guys go on ahead. I'll be right there, okay?
Please tell me she's not going to be accused, please.
Okay.
Right this way, Mrs. Fay. That's not terrifying at all.
Let's go look somewhere else now, Mr. Nick.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little exciting and a little scary.
Okay. The hallway. I told you. I get the people the info they want, which... Okay, I get people the info they want, which means I got a right to know. Nope, don't care who you are, pal. Nope, don't care who you are, pal. We're still investigating, so we can't go in. What's your problem? Just you wait. It'll be all over the morning paper. Scruffy detective secret scandal revealed. You'll see. I'll get you.
Those two sound pretty serious.
That southern accent can only mean... Hey, Wright! Oh, hey, oh my gosh. Hey, Lotta.
Come on, do a gal a favor and tell this guy I'm just doing my job and got rights.
Ah, you!
Detective Gumshoe?
Hey, pal, help a guy out. Tell her that only the police are allowed here. This is the scene of a murder. She should leave this to us pros.
A murder?
Oh, shoot. Me and my big mouth.
See, I knew it. My gut instant told me so.
Not this one. Which one?
I'm assuming you're meaning Lotta. I always trust my gut. A murder, it said, and that's what it is, a genuine murder.
Hey, wait.
Yeehaw, murder of a big star, no less.
Gumshoe.
Okay. That's a little far.
Oh man, I'm in trouble now.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, doing a lot of heart and
Gumshoe.
in what context, dude?
See? I'm not the only one.
What happened? So, Detective Gumshoe, a murder?
Oh, no, that's not it. I got my facts mixed up for a second there, pal.
Mr. Nick? Is the dead person the Nickel Samurai? Huh? Why do you ask? Well, Mystic Maya was rooting for him, so...
It wasn't the Nickel Samurai that got bumped. Actually, the Nickel Samurai is the one under suspicion of doing the bumping off.
What?
The guy that died was this hero named the Jamming Ninja, pal.
The Jamming Ninja? Lot of heart. That woman with the big puffy hair that looked like cotton candy? You mean Lotta? That woman, she was there that time too, right? I'm so sorry I left so much in your reaction, but I'm truly sorry.
Well, I have no excuse.
Well, at least you apologized, and obviously Lotta's not a real person, but yet, watch the writing next time because the context is like, That time? When Mystic Maya did that channeling. Oh, that time. Well, Lotta's a journalist, so that's why she was there. Journalist?
Looks like she was hanging around here before the murder happened.
Hanging around?
Yeah, hiding away in front of the Jamming Ninja's door, pal.
But why would she?
She wouldn't tell me, pal. Just said something about getting a big scoop.
Scoop? What sort of news could she be after?
The victim.
So the victim was the Jamming Ninja? Mr. Jammin' Ninja?
He was on a really popular rival TV show to the Nickel Samurai.
Oh!
The victim was the action star, Juan Cordia.
I have seen his face.
He got a huge push and rode the express train to stardom. I mean, even I know who he is.
Yeah, even I recognize his face.
Oh.
That's why his name's familiar. I was like, why did this name look familiar? Okay. Everything is clear now. That's why the faces looked familiar. I had an epiphany. Wow. Okay.
Anyway, but I heard lately that Matt and Guard has been taking the wind out of his sails. I'm telling you, pal, as far as who's popular, those two are hogging all the limelight.
Guess there's no space for Mr. Powers at all, huh? Poor guy. Mr. Engard, that's the Nickel Samurai, right?
Yep. I mean, nope. You gotta say it with more oomph. The Nickel Samurai.
Anyway, so now that Juan Cordia is gone, that means Mr. Engard has the whole stage to himself, wouldn't you say?
I wouldn't bet on it, pal. We can't have that happen, you know.
Can't have that happen? What's that supposed to mean? I wonder. Are you not gonna tell us? I can't tell you because it's important. It is I can't tell you because it's the case. It's the big point of this case. If I tell you, it will spoil the whole case.
I've never played this case. I have seen this case, so I know. Once I saw the faces of the victim and the accused, I remembered this case. And I can't tell you unless I want to spoil everything. What do I do? The victim. Yeah, that's why. That's why my epiphany is so integral to me not saying anything, because I don't want to spoil the fun. Because I have never played this, so I know what's going on. But I don't know the gameplay, I guess.
The Nickel Samurai, he really took the Grand Prix tonight.
Maybe Maya's a big fan of his.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry then.
Why are you sorry?
Man on guard was just arrested, pal. On suspicion of murdering Juan Cordio.
What?
Okay, can we, like, arrested? There we go.
Why was Mr. Angard arrested?
Sorry, pal, but that's not something I can tell you. We just started the investigation, so we don't want any leaks.
Looks like yet another Steel Samurai heroes in hot water. Mr. Nick, if Mystic Maya knew about this. Yeah, I know. She'd make me take this case. I know. Wait. Also, the name Juan is pronounced with an H. Juan. Yeah, thank you. I'm looking at the name, and I'm like, I can't remember the name. Yeah, Juan. Juan. My brain was going like, what the frick is... I know this name. But yes, thank you for the pronunciation. I'm like, it's not with a J, but I can't remember his name. How was it said? English. I just looked at the J, and I'm like, Juan? It's something like that. But yeah, Juan. Juan. Okay, so that's everything. I don't have anything else to present. Maybe this? Do you have anything to say here? Okay.
Then we'll be able to get those instant...
Oh my gosh, I need to read this. Would you take a look at this for me?
Listen, pal. I'm not leaking any info about the evidence to you this time. But dude, my salary is really gonna get it.
What the frick? That's katakana, I think. Translate. What the frick? What is that? Why? Are you... What? Huh? I hope that this is not correct. Or I'm misreading for this. I'm like, am I reading this wrong? I'm like, if it is true, it's fine. I'm just like, is this correct? Or is this the wording wrong? Because it's fine if it's true. It's just like, huh? Is this correct? Or am I reading this wrong? Because, hey, Google Translate sometimes says some weird things, man. This would be the least weirdest thing I've ever seen. But why would you put that? Yeah, that's what I said. That's what Google says. I'm like, is this right? What is this? Is it correct or is it wrong? Because I want to make sure the context is correct. If it's not correct, then I'm like, huh? That was the most out of nowhere thing I have had yet. Sorry, that was really loud. Holy moly. Ooh. Alright.
If I do, my seller's really gonna get it. And then I won't even be able to get those instant noodles down at the discount market.
Okay. Enough with the... Translate. Enough with the kanji. That's right. Okay. Enough with the kanji. Enough of the Japanese kanji. Or I could end the stream here. I was gonna go till 3 hours, but
I can end it right now, I guess. Decisions. Alright. Moving on. Congrats. No, you don't want me to end early? And wait. XT. Alright. Like I said, I'm gonna continue, don't worry. Just no more right now. Oh, my gosh. Where'd you go, willpowers in my brain? You went somewhere and I can't remember.
Hey, so what's going on, Mr. Wright?
Looks like Juan Cordia has been killed. I need to write this down or I'm gonna forget how to say his name when I come back to this in the future. Juan. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop, but that's just way too comical. Yeah, it is comical, I won't deny. I'm surprised that Google translated it correctly.
What? He's...
Looks like he was murdered, and a suspect was arrested. That suspect is Mr. Matt on guard.
You're joking, right?
Nope, they arrested the Nickel Samurai and suspicious of murdering the Jamming Ninja. You can look up how to pronounce on YouTube. Yeah, but I just want to have it right on the hand, so I don't forget. Because I've seen the name before and I've heard the pronunciation, but I'd rather have, like, a note. So that I can just look over and I have to, like, look back and forth and listen to someone. But yeah. Oh, right, got my glasses clean. Murdering of the Jamming Ninja. Okay.
Oh, not again! I feel sick!
Again? About a year ago, something just like this happened, Pearls.
I can't believe! No way Matt would!
What's Mr. Pearls got in his hand?
Oh, before I forget this is for you, Mr. Wright. I got this from the bellboy that came by earlier.
Oh yeah. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready for the... If you thought the Big Top Circus case was ridiculous and crazy, are you guys ready for even bigger craziness to be upon us? Because we are about to go into Mach 20 speed. Here we go. Radio transceiver. Originally from the bellboy, it can transmit and receive signals over great distances. For me? But why?
I don't know. All he said was it was for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney.
Matt and Juan.
Matt is the most energetic and active actor out there right now. The Nickel Samurai really sealed his place as a pop idol, but kept adding fuel to the fire of his rivalry with Juan anyway.
Mr. Juan, he's the Jamming Ninja, right?
Those two would butt heads over everything they could think of. I'd say that Matt was the one who'd always came out on top.
I guess some people only know how to relate to others by butting their heads like a ram. Look, if it doesn't go to the same depths of questionable, I think we're okay. Yeah, it doesn't go to, like, questionably, it's just, like, let's say stakes are higher.
Juan said that he'd take Matt on this time too, so he joined a rival TV show.
And that was the Jamming Ninja?
stylish nickel samurai and the burning jamming ninja. Well, things turned out messy real fast with those two using their shows for their war. In the final tally, look around. It's pretty obvious how things ended up.
Matt even won the Grand Prix this year. The final win over his rival, I guess. Press conference. Mr. On Guard was going to hold a press conference, wasn't he?
That's what I heard. Though if you wanted to get technical about it, it was the Nickel Samurai's conference.
The Nickel Samurais?
Yeah, he was supposed to wear his costume and give the press conference that way.
He was going to be in costume? But why?
I'm not sure. They don't keep me in the loop anymore.
I was just wondering, where's Mystic Maya? She's been gone a long time.
Now that she mentions it, Maya was only going to answer a phone call.
Maybe she got lost. I'll take a quick look around for her.
Are you ready? Heck.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
Are you with Team Nickel Samurai, Team Jammin' Ninja? I kind of like the Jamming Ninja because I think it's kind of an interesting take, and I like that his is a little bit more differentiated from the Steel Samurai. Like the previous character. It's coming from this transceiver. Beep. Yes, hello? Right here.
Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney?
And you are?
You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerned yourself with, such as...
Help, Nick! Mystic Maya!
Maya?
So, Mr. Wright, would you agree that this is more important issue is the fate of the girl?
Her fate? Does he mean what I think he means? Maya, where are you? Are you hurt?
Come now, don't fall apart on me yet.
No, this can't be.
Now would I have your attention, Mr. Attorney? I have a modest proposal for you. If you do what I require, then I will return to you your valuable item unharmed.
What is this called again in your fancy lawyer terms? Oh my, this is like the third time. Why does this keep happening? Yeah, this is what I meant by the stakes get higher.
In fancy lawyer terms, kidnapping for
ransom.
Yes, that's it. This is a kidnapping.
Ah! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Yep, this is what I meant by crazy. My sights, everything's fading away. Maya's been kidnapped.
Are you there, Mr. Attorney? Are you there?
How much? How much do you want?
Very good, Mr. Attorney. I'm glad you have such a good grasp of the situation.
Hurry up and state your condition, and then return Maya.
Money is not what I seek.
What?
What I want is a certain verdict, like a complete acquitted.
Complete acquittal? What in the world have you done to need?
I'm not the person you will be representing.
What?
You are currently at the Gatewater Hotel, are you not? And I know that a murder has just taken place there.
One Cordia was killed and the suspect is Matt and Guard.
You are, as expected, quite on top of things, Mr. Attorney. Now then, what I want is very simple. I want to obtain a complete acquittal for Matt and Guard.
Matt and Guard, but why?
He did not kill anyone. I can attest to that. However,
what?
However, someone is framing him for the murder.
Is that Edgeworth on the other line or something? Nope, it's not Edgeworth. I promise you. Edgeworth would never do anything like this. He's the prosecuting attorney for this case. I think. I'm pretty sure he is.
A smart someone who is setting him up to take the fall.
If I agree and do what he wants, can I believe he'll keep his end of the bargain?
You are, of course, at liberty to take me at my word or not. However, there's only one thing you can take as fact. Right now, your very precious item is with me in my possession.
Help! Nick!
Maya.
You have 2 days. Of course, tonight he will be in questioning with the police, but the trial is in 2 days. At that trial, you will win a guilty verdict. Remember, you only have one not guilty verdict. You have one chance, attorney.
1? You expect me to get a not guilty in one trial day? Yes, exactly. I don't believe I was wrong in choosing you, so don't let me down. Oh yes, that's right. Now that I am playing the role of the kidnapper, I can't pass up this chance to say, and don't even think about calling the cops. Not great, but you get the idea. Damn it, who the heck are you? Very well, I'll tell you that much. My name is... The Killer. Beep. But yeah, I will tell you that. It's not Edgeworth. I promise you. 100%. It is not Edgeworth. Mr. Nick, where's Mystic Maya? She's been kidnapped. No, it's all my fault. If only I'd gone with Mystic Maya. It's not your fault, Pearls. But it is. Mystic Maya, whoa! Mr. Wright, I think we should tell the police what's going on. No, we can't do that. If we do, who knows what will happen to Maya. Mr. Nick! What about the detective we saw earlier? Detective Gumshoe. Yes, that's it. Wait here and I'll be right back. Alright, I'll take care of Pearls while you're away. What? Ransom? Shh, not so loud. The ransom is a complete acquittal for Matt and Guard. Wait, the deal is complete acquittal in exchange for Maya, you mean? I agree with you. Maya should not be without a freaking adult. Holy moly. Sorry, I was having coughing, but obviously we're ending at 3 hours because my voice is not liking this. Anyway, then this means Matt and Guard is obviously the killer, pal, no doubt about it. Yogi Bear. But the guy said that Mr. Ungard is innocent. That Mr. Ungard is innocent. You really believe what a kidnapper tells you, pal? I guess he has a point. If Ungard really is innocent, then why the kidnapping? On top of everything else, there's all this evidence we keep finding. Gums, you better trigger happy. Get trigger happy once he finds him. I hope that he finds Maya too. Trust me, I believe in Gumshoe. Huh? The forensics team's having a field day back there. But it's strange. There's so much evidence that it feels like something's wrong. There's too much evidence? Is that possible? Actually, didn't the kidnapper say something about Ungard being set up? Anyway, it looks like you won't be living here tonight, pal. Just sit tight and cooperate with the investigation. Tomorrow you can start yours. Alright. Isn't there another way? You've also got to be careful about pushing the kidnapper in the wrong way. You're right. Thank you, Gumshoe. You're a savior. Date, question mark, time, question mark. Location, question mark. Ow, my head. Where am I? I wonder if I'm still in that hotel. What happened to me? Nick, Pearly. Plus the kid, yeah. Come on, you guys, this isn't funny anymore. I agree with you. Clutching. I see you have awoken. Ah! Who are you? Me. I'm known as D-Killer. D-Killer? You mean it like an assassin? I'm too young to die. Don't worry. You're not my target. For now, anyway. Ah! Nick, where are you? Help me! Yes, that's right. Only one person can save you now, and that person is Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? What? Nick's going to save me? Calm down and be a good girl. Think of this as a business transaction. A business transaction? I'm going to contact him now. Hope you cooperate and play your side role well. Nick! What's going to happen to me? Nick! Pearly! Sis!
Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerned yourself with, such as... Blah, blah, blah. Please don't let me do this whole thing again. March 21st, 8:11 a.m. Wright & Co. offices.
Good morning.
Good morning, Pearls.
Mr. Nick, come on, let's hurry and go see Mr. Engard.
We have to wait a bit, Pearls. Visiting hours don't start until 9 a.m., so...
Oh, I see. Oh, Mystic Maya, if only I had gone with you.
Poor Pearl, she's been like this since last night. Managed to get home somehow yesterday evening. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe gently holding her by the hand and leading her here. But by the looks of it, I don't think Pearl's got any sleep at all last night. Oh yeah, didn't Maya, have an older sister or something? Yes, her... Goodness, hang on. Yes, she has an older sister. Her older sister was murdered. Yeah, she was murdered by someone from the Gatewater Hotel, so it kind of just... Everything's connected together.
Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, she's alright, right?
Yeah, she's alright. Either way, I'm going to save her. You can trust me on that.
Please, help her.
I'm only able to stay calm and collected because Pearls is doing the crying for the both of us. Aw. What? Move. Detention Center. March 21st, 8:57 a.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. Couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down here early to visit one nickel samurai charged with the murder of the jamming ninja. How am I gonna do this? Good morning, how are you today? I know the situation might be a little tough for you. Honestly, wording it like that just makes it sound worse than it's saying it straightforward. Yeah, pretty much, like I said, she was murdered by someone. It was the second case ever in the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series. It was the second case. And, yeah. So she's been gone for probably a year? We're gonna say a year. Oh, sorry, dude. I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have life insurance. I signed a long time ago because my job is, Oh, no. We're not insurance salespeople. Really? Dude, I don't need that right now either. Huh? Fire extinguishers, This building isn't my house, so... No, we're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. I'm a lawyer. My name is Phoenix Wright. Lawyer? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my manager, okay? As you can tell.
The Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person, isn't he?
I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. Huh? You're a lawyer, right? The manager's looking for a good one right now, so how about it?
Mr. Nick, this is our chance.
I have to make him let me take his case. I have to. Talk. Matt Ungard. Sorry to intrude, but I would like to ask you a few personal questions. That's okay, but dude, my autobiography's coming out soon, so... If I say stuff without the publisher's approval, then I'm gonna be in real hot water. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my publisher, okay?
Mr. Engard is so lucky. He has so many people he can talk to.
I don't know if he's actually has anyone he can really talk to. And the other reason I remembered all this is because she's brought up at one point in Godot's case. Well, I'm assuming you know Godot's relationship to Mia. But yeah, she's an integral part to Godot as a character. So how about that? Like I thought, the publisher said it'd be real bad if I said anything, dude.
Does he have a mind of his own? No, he doesn't. What happened? Mr. Unguard, I would like to ask you about the murder.
Oh, are you covering this for a tabloid as a side job, dude? Well, if you want my statement on this, you should ask through my staff.
Oh no, I'm not asking on behalf of a tabloid.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask the president of the studio, okay?
Is he alright, Mr. Nick?
No. If we're talking about Unguard's brain here, I wouldn't put any money on it. In what year is this game supposed to happen? It's like how do I say this? Flip phones. When flip phones existed. And like how do I explain this? Is there a drawing thing? Why does he have 2 wristwatch phones? Because he's special. I don't have the thing. Anyway, it's during the time of flip phones and like one-sided phones where you'd have to like pull up the phone for antenna. Mid-20s, mid-20s. Goodness. Yes. Mid-2000s I would probably say is accurate. Because I think the game... Dude, you're asking the right question at the wrong place. Yep.
Sorry about that. The studio president said, even Neo Mount Fuji himself knows that I'm not the murderer.
Mr. Nick, what's Neo Mount Fuji?
It's a mountain in the city of Neo, Tokyo, the city that Nickel Samurai protects. Joy. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm such a handsome devil.
Yeah.
And I'm way good at sports. Karate, tennis, judo, soccer, football, hockey, fencing. Dude, it's no wonder I'm so popular.
Yeah, you're also good at sitting in a jail cell, Mr. Popular. But also, yeah, I feel kind of bad for the Godot. Yeah, I feel bad for Godot. I really do. Obviously, we'll get to him eventually. Okay, let's try this.
Man, it's too bad he's dead.
Details could be vital for the case. Yeah, they're vital details, but it's like a quote-unquote futuristic kind of setting sometimes, but it's the mid-2000s.
Man, it's too bad he's dead.
You killed him. That's what the most logical conclusion, don't you agree?
Dude, what are you talking about? You're making a huge mistake.
That's such a mistake, then why did they issue an arrest warrant for you?
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask the guy in the charge of this place, okay?
Stars sure know a lot of people, don't they?
Wonder if that phone even really gets reception in here.
Guess you're right about the warrant after all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we might be making some progress here. Alright. We're in the mid-2000s, the man looks like he's stuck at the 80s. Yeah. That's accurate. Alright, well, that's gonna be all for today for me. My throat is dying, but hey, we finished case 3, and this is the last case in this game, so yay! We got a lot done. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you